We saw Fred out here. Was he able to practice today?
No, he went through some shooting. He's just testing out and see how it's going. It's going to be a day-to-day thing, so.
You get to San Antonio tomorrow, and you've seen Pau Gasol for all these years. What do you think speak to his durability and his way to change?
He's one of those, career guys that's done the same thing over and over again. He's been consistent. He's one of the best passing big men, most cerebral big men in our league. He's just amazing the things that he's accomplished in his career as far as, being one of the innovators. People talk about Dirk being one of the one of the shooting bigs in the league, foreign bigs. I put Pau Gasol and Mark in the same category because those two guys and especially Pau has really, set the tone for big guys, the way that he passes the ball, the way he defends with his length. And just his cerebral play is out of sight.
And that's what allowed him to last this long, because athleticism didn't.
No. It's not like he's going to jump over the moon or anything, but it's just his intelligence, his anticipation, his ability to read situations are unbelievable. So I just see, he's one of the best big men in our league.
Is there anything left to say about Greg Popovich? Because this is supposed to be Kawhi Leonard's team, and they are right in the picture without him playing a lot.
Pop has done great. He's had, and he'll be the first to tell you, he's had the luck and the blessing to have, Hall of Fame guys on his team, but he treats the Hall of Fame guys as he does the other guys. You're talking about Tony Parker, Pau Gasol. All those guys are great players that he coaches the same way, and he's the same. He's consistent. He's boring, so to speak, with his coaching. But boring wins. Consistency wins in this league, and Pop is all about consistency. He's one of the best in sports, whether it's baseball, football, basketball. We all strive to be like him. To be able to coach and win the way he's done. But again, I go back to the way he works with his players, his Hall of Fame players, whether it's David Robinson. I've coached against all of them, and seen him work with all of them, whether it's Robinson, Duncan, doesn't matter, Tony Parker. He has a lot of the same sets, a lot of the same calls, and people would probably say as well. And the other thing he's done, he's really, reinvented how he plays too. He changed his style of play, much like we're trying to do here a few years ago, and brought in some shooters, and so he's an innovator also, as well as being consistent. He's slippery, is slick with being an innovator at the same time of being consistent, if that makes sense.
You talk about Pau getting through with his brain, and on the other hand, you got Manu, who seems to make it up as he goes along. What's he like?
Well, just to the way Pop has coached him over the years. He was a wild buck coming into the league, coming from Europe. And without taking his innovation and his creativity away, Pop kept, let him have a little bit of it, let him get away with some of it, and still he fit into the system. So that was genius on his part by doing it that way also, the way he handled Ginobili without taking his creativity away from him.
He must be, is he fun to coach against because you never know what he might do, Manu?
Well, Manu, no, he's going left. He's going left, and if he's over in the corner with his hands on his trunk, the ball's coming to him. And that's something we worked in years. We played against him in the playoffs at Seattle and also in Dallas. You kind of know, but you knew he's going left. And I know in all the playoff series we worked to prepare for Ginobili. We spent hours talking about how we were going to change defense, and we had a veteran team. You got veteran guys, and we took us hours to figure out how we were going to play him on the left side of the floor, how we were going to play him on the right side of the floor. And Pop also was one of the first coaches to really attack zones when the zone rules first came in. So, he's been ahead of the game for a long time.
Manu would still get left on him.
He still gets left. I don't give a damn how many hours you spend on or who you put on him. He's going to get left, and so that going in, and it's like Christmas coming. He's going left.
Every year DeMar comes back with something new in his game, obviously. This year, though, in year 9, has he taken an even bigger jump than he has in the past?
Well, just his, shooting the three with conviction. Just that's the biggest change. And again, being innovative, and that's the way the game is changing. Again, the team's going to say, okay, can he make enough mid-range shots to beat us? And so he's added that to his game, and then that's why his scoring spike has gone up. His scoring average has gone up because he has taken the threes and made them, and is making them. So he's got to continue to do it. That's the biggest change. Defensively, he has longer spurts of playing defense now. That's another big step in his career. Somebody was teasing earlier. The first couple of years, I think he lost 60 games. It's 2 years. So now he has an opportunity to win 60. So how do you do that? Do you play defense? Do you do all the little things as a team? Not only him, as a team. So again, we have an opportunity to do something special if we commit to the team, to not look at the stat sheet, not look at minutes, everybody being happy with their role. That's huge.
What would coaching the All-Star team mean to you?
Nothing, zero, nothing at all.
Nothing?
No, I haven't thought of it. Now, you go. My whole thing about right now, Josh, and I know you think is winning the next game, winning the next play, and again, you do that, whatever happens, and that's the way you have to approach this game. I know it's good fodder for media and all that, but again, my whole concentration is how do we compete against San Antonio Spurs, and then after that game, how do we compete against Minnesota Timberwolves? And I'm boring, I'm old, but that's the way I have to think.
You guys know how great DeMar is, but do you think the NBA culture, the NBA world is starting to recognize just his greatness?
How many votes did he get for the All-Star game? I mean, so that says something that the NBA world is paying attention. And the reason why you're doing that, I guarantee if he was here losing in his first couple of years here, he wouldn't be getting those votes. And he could be putting up as many numbers as he wanted to be putting up. But winning and having a winning culture here, it does that. And it's boring, but that's what it comes to. There's a big pot of gold at the top of the mountain when you win. And, that's the easiest way, the simplest way to put it.